Hari Om. Start the prayer. Om Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsacharura Mardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Tvameva Mata Cha Pitattvameva Tvameva Bandhuscha Sakattvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Gurudeva Deva. Hari Om. We are doing the Vedanta question and answers, and we just discussed what is mind. Now we'll discuss a little bit more about mind. What are the qualities of the mind? So mind and its qualities. What is a quality? Quality is called guna. So mind has guna because mind has a matter, and any matter is part of the prakriti. Prakriti means prakarshena tva, that means it's specially made. So each person has its own mind, and the mind and the human being are reflected in its behavior. So whatever is the mind, so is a human being. So qualities of the mind are the reflection of the quality, reflect as the behavior of the human being. So by looking at the human behavior, at least physically we can extrapolate, but mentally we do not know. And some people say, I can read his mind and so on. There is a sixth sense, can project what is mentally, can imagine all that. That someone asked from Tejamahamsi, a child, can you read other people's mind? So they said, no, I cannot read it, but I have a technique though. I say, how? But I know other people, what other people think. I have a technique. So the child was very much curious. I don't know. Tell me what it is. He says, it's very simple. If you love a person so much, then he will tell you what is in his mind. So that is a technique. So in order for me, I cannot see your mind. I cannot only see your expressions on the face, perhaps think about what kind of thoughts going in your mind. If you have an angry face, or if you have a loving face, or if you have a crying face, or a happy face. So these are expressions of the muscles of the body reflecting the character of the mood of the mind. And the mind and the moods are related apparently, or the deity is lunar, that is the moon is the deity of the mind. So some people say when it's a full moon and all romantic things are happening, the moods keep changing depending on the moods of the mind or the moods of the moon. But the point is essentially it is a part of the creation, it's a part of the prakriti, and prakriti is trigunatmikam, or the three aspects of it. What is the sattva gunam, rajogunam, tamogunam? Sattva gunam is where the knowledge can take place. It is a quiet and inquisitive mind. Mind wants to know. That is the sattvic mind, and also doesn't have agitations or tamasic, but always sharp, and depending on the nature of the mind, even the expression of the face also changes. Oh, he's very bright. He looks bright. That's because he has a sattvic mind. And the next one is a rajasic mind. Rajasic means restless mind, completely agitated. He has to do something. So that kind of mind, he cannot sit down and study or contemplate, and he needs to go out and work. For that is what is called rajasic mind. And the third variety is tamasic mind. Tamasic means the mind that wants to procrastinate, lazy, what's called couch potato, sitting on the couch watching TV and eating potato chips. That's what it means. Doesn't want to do anything, and doesn't want to have no motivation to do anything at all. And depending on the qualities of the mind, the human minds are divided, and that's what is Chaturvarnyam Maya Srushta. That is based on a guna. Guna means these are sattva, rajo, samo gunas, and that's a universal classification, not in only India. That caste system is only later development. This is based on purely nature of the mind, that is a human nature, and whether sattvic mind and rajasic mind or tamasic mind, and that is and their mixture of this, depending on the proportion of sattvic versus rajasic versus tamasic, and so on and so forth. You have varieties of people also. This is, since mind I cannot see, so you cannot go and evaluate he is a sattvic, he is rajasic, or he is tamasic. You may evaluate his actions and expressions through the mind, through his, and then say, hey, this person is more noble-minded, or this person is rotten-minded, Rakshasas versus Asuras, based on the mind only. So depending upon the nature and the quality of the mind expressions. So what should I do for meditation? You have to purify the mind. Mind that is agitated cannot sit down and meditate. Mind tamasic is always wants to go to sleep. So evolution is from a tamasic to rajasic to sattvic. That is the evolution of the mind. And then afterwards what happens? Sattvic mind is ready or contemplative. To that mind only Vedanta can sink in, and with that Vedanta you go beyond the mind. Using the mind, you go beyond the mind. That's what becomes self-realization. So purification of the mind is a part of Yoga Shastra, and all the yogas is only trying to purify the mind. It's not a path for realization, it's a path for purification of the mind. In that sense it is path for meditation. So truth is a pathless land, that's what J. Krishnamurti said. Now Vedanta says that's true, but you cannot discover the pathless land using the current mind, because current mind is all in the samskara, it doesn't have capacity to think in the direction. So when I was first exposed to JK, he says, how do I decondition my mind? He says, observe your mind. For observing my mind, how do I observe? Using the mind only. So mind has to observe the mind. And how do I observe the mind? For that, mind has to be able to withdraw and able to look at the mind impartially. And for that, vairagya becomes important, and for that, mind has to be purified. And purification is a process. Just as we said, to remove a needle, the thorn, you need a needle. So to remove the dirt on the plate, you need another dirt, soap, and in process both gets removed. Say krutva jnanam swayam nasyi. Even the knowledge also removes these misconceptions, and together both the so-called vritti knowledge as well as the misconceptions both get dissolved, leaving the water pure as it is. Same way, you need a methodology to discover that you are already pure as you are. For that, we said sadhana is required until you recognize that no need for sadhana. That is the nature of the reality to be discovered, and for that you need to prepare the mind from tamasic to rajasic to sattvic. That's why in the Purusha Sutta also, there is a people with the sattvic mind, where the people with the rajasic mind, and where the people in the tamasic mind also described in the Purusha Sutta. With that we stop. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamivam Sishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.